So Wisp isn't OP, huh? Loki has better invisibility than Wisp, huh? And Wisp can't clear rooms like Saren and Equinox? Well, that's about to change. I guess I didn't put enough emphasis on how strong her other abilities really are. Hey guys, me again, you know who I am, and today I'm here to show you a nuke build for Wisp, which revolves around her passive and her third ability. What's so special about her passive and her third ability? So, remember how I said that melee attacks don't break her passive? That also applies to Zaws with Exodia Contagion and the Zenosar, meaning you can get stealth multipliers off of both of those. And her third ability debuffs the enemies so where they're blinded and they take more damage, and when you hit them, they have a chance to shoot out sparks. But you know what hits the enemies multiple times for several seconds? Gas procs. Gas procs basically make the chance of shooting sparks to 100%, and it's basically shoot so many sparks to the point where it's just like fireworks. Now these things alone are probably enough to clear rooms in regular missions, but what about high level armor? Against high level armor, you're gonna need an armor strip, so if you take something like the Pox or the brand new Synex, or even Uneru's Sundering Dash, you can strip the armor enough to where you can basically nuke level 160 heavy gunners. So in your everyday missions, you won't even need that. Just the stealth nuke from Exodia Contagion or Zenosar alone is enough to just clear waves and waves of enemies. And the same goes for your 3 with a gas proc. However, though the damage of your 3, the sparks, are affected by how much damage you deal to that enemy. I'd also like to point out that our 3 also has a chance to proc radiation, as well as the enemies can also trigger sparks when they're rad proc. So essentially the damage from this scales infinitely. Here's the build I'm running. I don't have any Forma on Wisp right now, and you could definitely make this better if you did have Forma. But for the time being, this is what I'm running. I want some power strength, and I want range for my third ability. And since I'm going to be casting it often, I actually do want efficiency here, even though you really don't need it on Wisp for anything else. Because her other abilities, like for instance her 1, basically has infinite duration as long as you just refresh it all the time. And I have a little bit of duration to make it last, and I have health mods. Now, if you're going to run an Exodia Contagion weapon, I'd probably run a dagger. And Exodia Contagion is affected by your damage mods, your crit chance, and your crit damage. However, since we're getting stealth multipliers off of it, I don't worry too much about crit. I loaded up on damage instead. So I have my point strike and covert lethality. Yes, this also works with Exodia Contagion. All right. I don't know if condition overload works, but I put it on here anyways. And then I have my gas damage and even more toxin damage to make the gas procs even stronger. And my Pox is just running standard corrosive blast with no form on it. And my your primary weapon doesn't matter that much, but if you're gonna use this in, say, Elite Sanctuary Onslaught, you need to have a weapon that's gonna take out ancient healers and toxic ancients, because that's really the only thing that could really mess up this build. But you could also just run corrosive on your Exodia Contagion weapon, and that would be fine. Same goes for the Zenostar, though the Zenostar is far less practical in Elite Sanctuary Onslaught. But it's probably your best choice if you're going to go for long survivals. For the Zenostar, it's the same thing, except we also want to load up on range to increase the AoE of our disc. And charge attack speed is very, very useful here, so that's why I have Amalgam Organ Shatter. I have my damage, and I have my gas damage, and I want to load up on as much toxin damage as I can to make my gas proc stronger. Now this empty slot here, if you put another Forma there, I'd probably advise you to run Spring-Loaded Blade, or if they come out with like another toxin damage mod, then I'd put that there. Anyway guys, that's all for me. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. Balance, by the way.